When you're comfortable and things are going well in your business or your life, you're not going to change. Even things that you know you need to change and things you don't know you need to change. Today, I'm going to share a mindset hack that you can use in times of upheaval and disruption to make changes that you probably needed to make anyway. This is something I learned in a coaching workshop I went to that's always stayed with me. The pie is everything you could possibly know. And this little sliver here is what you know that you know. You know how to run your business. You know how to have a great family or partnership or take care of your cats or dogs or whatever it is that you do in your free time. But then there's the stuff that you don't know and you'd like to learn. But that's still only another little tiny piece of the pie here. So this is what you know. And then this is what you don't know. Like maybe you don't know how to speak Russian, or you don't know how to scale up your business yet, or you don't know how to build a business that is sellable, even though you've seen other people do it. But look how this is only a tiny piece of the pie. All the rest of this is things that you don't know you don't know. You don't know that you don't know some of the best things. Wow. And I didn't know that I didn't know I couldn't draw when I'm not looking at it. But that's not bad. So all the rest of the pie is what you don't know you don't know. And that's where all the good stuff is. Because when you're going through life, we just want to keep everything the same. That's what makes us comfortable as human beings. I'm a change coach and I don't like change. I want to have my coffee every single morning the exact same way and sit in the exact same spot to do the exact same meditation. Do not mess with my routine. So if you can relate to that, you can also understand why when things are going well, you never make the changes you need to make. So a mindset hack I want you to consider today to get closer to learning some of these things that you don't know, because that's kind of where the magic is to think about how when things are challenging, that's when you're open to just a little mindset shift, a little change that can lead to big, big changes in your business and your life. I just had my sales program kick off the other day, and I watched this happen in real time. Someone showed up who was telling me she has a way of closing deals that was making her crazy, that she gets on calls with potential clients, and she has a first call where they talk all about what the needs are of the client. Then she would have a second call where she would go deeper and talk about what her PR firm does and talk about what she could do for them. And then she would send them a proposal. And then there was a third call where they would go over that. And often it didn't even close after these 3 calls. And this was making her crazy and she was just exasperated. Well, because she was in a place of it not working, she was open to this mindset shift about what is possible. And that's when I told her that with my method, we teach you to close on 1 call, maximum 2. And you could see this kind of light go off for her where she was like, wait a minute, there's another way of doing this. Now I need to know what it is. Now, the important distinction is that she didn't yet know how to do it, but she was open to the possibility of something that she didn't know, right? So she was in this zone here where she didn't know there was a method where you can close deals on 1 call. So I'm wondering where that's the case for you. A metaphor that's easy to remember is the jar and the lid, right? Sometimes the lid on our own jar of our life, of our business, and our personal life is on so tight that we can't even imagine doing anything differently. But when things aren't working and we're a little stuck, let's say business isn't closing, or it's a down economy, or you just had some big personal or professional setback, that's when you might be open to someone coming along. Maybe it's a friend, a mentor, a peer, a coach, and just loosening that lid a tiny bit to see what's possible. Let's remember the distinction. It doesn't mean you know how to fix it, but the lid is just a little bit loosened, and now so much is possible. So during this time, which is a challenging time for many people, when I'm making this recording of this video, the economy's down, there's uncertainty about tariffs, cost of goods have gone up. There are just a lot of challenges for small business owners and really for everyone in the US and in many parts of the world. The silver lining and the mindset hack that I want you to consider is that maybe you're going to discover something while you're open to change that will have long-lasting, incredible effects. I know so many business owners who made changes during the pandemic when they had to get creative and had to come up with hacks to keep their businesses going that they are so happy about now, such as creating a new passive revenue stream or taking a business that had always been only in person and bringing it all online, or figuring out how to operate their business hybrid or fully remote when before the pandemic it had only been in person. So I want you to be on the lookout over the next few days for where can you just loosen that lid a little bit. It's usually not something you can do by yourself. So I invite you to talk to a friend, a peer, a coach, a mentor, and have that conversation about, hey, things are hard right now, but I'm wondering what change could I make that maybe I never even thought of making? A change to one of your programs or services, start a new product, collaborate with someone you considered collaborating with, but you just never got around to it. Times of challenge are also times of opportunity. So I don't want to get into toxic positivity here where it's like, oh, if things are hard, there's this great silver lining, be happy about that. That is not what I'm saying. I'm just inviting you while you move through this difficult time that we are all in together to consider the possibility that you will have the jar loosened, the lid loosened on your jar in a way that's going to lead to something really incredible that neither of us can imagine right now. Thanks for tuning in. If you want to find us at Million Dollar Women, you can just go to millionwomen.com. You can check out our scaling and selling programs and also one-on-one coaching. I hope you have a great rest of the day and good luck with that loosening of the lid. Big things ahead. I want to hear what happens when you do it.